Hey everybody, welcome to Forgotten Fates, a Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 edition campaign. We're currently in our 4th season, week 7. This is our first hour, and it's apparently Crazy Hat Day. Chris didn't get the memo.
He's wearing an invisible hat.
Or is that it? It's an invisible hat?
It's the craziest hat.
So,
I mean, you think you'd have a spare Burger King bag around or something to make a hat out of.
Why don't you have the Burger King hat? It's like the little paper thing.
Hey, you wear like a paper crown.
A newspaper folded into a hat? Come on, man.
Paper mache one out of all the Whopper wrappers.
Yeah, don't you have a crazy paper mache mask that you made?
No,
Or something?
sorry.
Not
I
yet.
thought you did.
Alright.
We were talking about that thing.
On a serious note, you should buy the Burger King head for one of these times. That'd be kind of neat. So we were going to try to figure out the recap. Who was going to do that?
Not it.
Not it.
Not it.
Touching nose.
Okay, looks like the only person that didn't say anything was the Bard.
I said not it.
I didn't
Yay.
hear him. Did anyone else hear him say not it?
No,
Anyone?
I
No?
Chris didn't say anything.
I
didn't.
said not it. You just didn't hear
No,
me.
you didn't. You didn't say shit.
Chris
Double
was
not
the
it. Let me
first to
take a
say
stamp at
not
double
it.
locking.
What was the first?
Just like your hat, you didn't participate.
No.
Ooh.
So who wants to
Shots
change
fired.
history? Anyone?
Not it.
I will.
Okay.
There we go.
Alright, Bard. How did history get changed?
Well, I woke with the letter to Andara in my backpack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the letter to Andara. What did the letter you wrote to Andara say?
It said, "Congratulations on being freed from the card."
Okay.
It was signed Ed McMahon or something.
Yeah, that's right. How did you know?
You wrote a letter to Andara that said, "Congratulations on being freed from the card," and you have that in your backpack. All right. I'm fine with that so far.
Yeah. And then I walked out of where I was and I said, "Hi, Andara. How are you?"
And then
And she
Okay.
responded.
And she
Thanks.
was like, "Hi, how's it going?"
Thanks for freeing me from the card, Kel. I am eternally in your debt.
Now you want to take over, or should I just keep going with this?
I'm as interesting as that is. I guess I'll go ahead and step in.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, we were just about to get to the part where I became the ruler of this land.
We already have one of those.
Fox is almost done completely depopulating it. There has to be someone left.
Yeah, you could rule over some cows, I guess.
Mm.
They're not steak yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
He's already planning their execution in mass later.
Throw them into the pit. Throw gas in it. Light a fire. Biggest barbecue ever.
I like how we can't see your mouth moving when you talk. And you look like you work for like the Santa hotline.
Like
The
Max-
Santa hotline?
Well, he's got the mic sticking out of the beard on the side.
What do you do? Oh, I work at the Santa hotline.
Yeah. What would you like for Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So,
Yes, we've lost our minds.
somewhat, yeah. There's some illness going around and various other things. People going a little nuts. But anyhow, Ebola or something. I can't remember what it was.
Ebola hantavirus.
That's it. Same thing. So, if I remember correctly, where we last left off, Vox had redeemed himself in the party's eyes completely.
Sorry.
I mean, well, hey, you can do it. I can do it too. He'd somewhat come back from the realm of complete and total crazy to maybe he can be reasoned with. Listen, how's that?
That sounds more accurate.
Sounds plausible.
By killing his own loyal servant that was just following his orders.
Oh, man.
But y'all don't know that. As far as y'all know, the general was the one pushing for all this. Really, in fact, it's actually much, much worse. You guys had gone downstairs and were hanging out with Esther. She invited y'all in. gave you a place to stay for the night. 3 of you elected instead to stay in the gnome's portable cottage. Some type of a party going on down there.
Yep.
While Kel he went into the room and decided to lay down.
The golem's outside keeping guard of the hole.
Yeah. And then, that's where we left off. Kel laid down, staring up at the ceiling. And then he hears a familiar voice whispering in his ear that I've got something you might want. Maybe we can work out a deal after all. And then she trails cackling off. Kel had said something kind of colorful. And that's exactly where we stopped. So why don't we just pick up right there, actually?
What time of day was it again? I think I know that.
It was,
It was fairly late.
Yeah.
No, it's late by morning. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
6 a.m.
yeah, we'll pick up right at that moment with them downstairs in that little hidey hole, and you have just heard those words laying in the bed.
I would have. What's the room like again? Like, how many beds are in here?
Just one. This was a separate room for you. They each were provided separate quarters, so you're alone in that room.
Is there anything like I should be worried about in this room?
No, it's basically a well-furnished bedroom, but everything was summoned for you, basically.
Okay, I would. I guess I would go lock the door and then do a magic circle of evil and cry myself to sleep.
Okay, that works. All right.
I'm pretty tired. It's 6 a.m. So.
Yeah. What was going on down in the hold?
Wouldn't you like to
It's
know?
a little
nothing,
personal,
I
don't
was-
you think?
I was delivering drinks around to the guests.
Okay, so you brought Ardo and Dermot down.
Yes,
And you
come on
were-
in. Come on in. There's
Get
plenty
ready
of
to-
room. Is
They
he the other's not coming? Who's not here? I know the elf's not there, right?
Yeah, the elf's the only one that didn't come down with you.
Okay.
And Vox is obviously upstairs doing his thing.
Right.
So it's just Ardo and Dermot that came down with you.
My goodness, quite a night. Day. Huh. It's all a blur. It was a day, technically. Right?
I'd like to say it was more eventful than usual, but I can't.
Really? That much going on, huh?
Yup.
Well,
Ardo seems
no time to
traumatized.
waste. Let me break out the spirits.
He immediately unchains a greater wraith that comes flying straight at you, Ardo. No.
Not those kind of spirits.
Wrong spirits.
Wrong spirits.
Oh.
Let me bottle that spirit back up. Wrong spirits. Wrong
Wrong
potion.
bottle.
Back in here, you.
Happens all the time.
I pull out like a backpack with like a big vacuum thing on it, kind of chasing it around.
Throw a little box under the ground, which opens and sucks it in.
Yeah.
Totally. Yep. You only had one of those, but it was really cool.
I'll have to figure out how to make another one of these. Quite handy. Only I had the schematic still. The sort of just an inspirational one kind of shot deal thing, I suppose.
I'm sure there's somebody you can call.
Some kind of incantation?
Yeah, that's it.
So y'all are just drinking and chatting, having fun, huh?
Not getting murdered.
No. Trying not to.
Well, that's
If your elf friend wants to join us, he's welcome to. There's plenty of spirits and air to go around.
Air.
Well, wasn't sure if they were kind of like, can we breathe down here, or what's going on?
You've met us. We're not like that. We don't think that far ahead.
He doesn't know that, you know. Just letting you know. It's quite safe. Quite safe.
You keep saying that. Is there something we should know?
Are we not
Yes!
quite safe?
You should know it's quite safe.
I dare say he's been traumatized.
Be careful of the bottles over there. Don't knock any of those over. I mean, obviously the spirit was kind of an example of what might happen, but feel free to get comfortable.
Sitting amongst a lot of bombs, but quite safe. I'll go ahead and cut up to the top. Vox, what happened with you after your murder of your loyal subject and then robbing of his body?
We went back in and I would have talked with his replacement, outlined what I wanted done.
Okay.
I would have told him that I wanted a couple envoys to go through the western pass over to the towns over there and let them know that the pass is open for travel.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to set a couple of them back to town to start making sure food coming in and that kind of stuff.
Okay. The general would ask how many you think should head in either direction and the size of the parties.
Probably 10 to both ways.
Okay. He then sets about getting 2 parties of 10 together, one to head east and one to head west.
Nope. And then I would also informed him that since the danger is past of the barbarians, that it would be agreeable for both of us if the keep was already built, so that they can be on their way. And I'd turn around and inform them that I want to start having the soldiers work once a day on a rotating shift through the week of quarrying and actually helping build the road and helping for the miners or for the builders by mining.
He seems a little taken back by that. We're professional soldiers, sir. I feel that to be a grievous misuse of our calling.
Whose mic is going goofy?
I'm good.
Do you say anything back?
That
I will reward, since you're all professional soldiers, that you always like being paid additional on top of it.
Very well. I will pass that down.
And then I'll also make sure that we have ourselves some good ale and booze for everyone as well, to keep everyone's morale higher spirits.
All right. Well, I'll have them get to work then.
Certainly, if there's
The
anything
boys
else.
sure can drink, so they'll be needing quite a bit of that ale to wash away their sorrows after a day's manual labor.
I'm sure. With that, I'm going to retire to the tent for the night. If you need anything, let me know. But if not, I wish not to be disturbed. I'm going to head back down to the pit to see how everyone handled the hiding amongst the bodies.
Excuse me, what, sir? Who's hiding amongst the bodies?
No one is hiding. I'm telling you, Sragg. I'm telling my action to the DM, not per se to the general anymore.
Yeah. All right. So you head downstairs after finishing that. Okay. So you head down the pass part way.
Mm-hmm.
As you're heading down, you see a small, strange knife stabbed into the side of the wall with a piece of paper attached to it.
Okay, what does the paper say?
You can't make it out. It's these strange symbols.
What does the blade look like?
It's sharp along one edge. Got a slight curve to it. Cord wrapped handle.
Anything outside of that that's peculiar for it to me?
No, it's just a strange make, and the symbols on the paper. You're not really sure what that means.
Okay. I'd like to do an invocation of magical insight on the dagger. See if I detect anything.
No magic on either.
Okay, I'll go ahead and pull the dagger and the paper and tell myself, oh, must show this to Kel.
Okay.
Surely he would know what it means.
Okay. So you go ahead and head downstairs with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. Well, you make it down, you see the pit, and a quick glance over in the darkness, you can see two dwarves standing up right at attention.
Mm-hmm.
You recognize them as the two dwarven guards that you poisoned.
Maybe Esther's nearby, since she said she was heading this way.
Okay.
I walk up, I start cautiously approaching the doors.
They make no move to stop you.
I go to pass them.
They don't even seem to pay any attention to you.
Okay. I'll head into the cave.
Mm-hmm. As you come down a long hallway, you come out into a large open room. You see several doors lining the walls, and near the side of one of the corners of the room, there's a small indent into the floor and a wooden roof, like you saw opened up in the marketplace.
Oh, it must be Felix.
Mm-hmm.
Start heading towards.
Fair assumption.
I'd start heading towards that.
Okay. You walk over to it, and you see the golem is there. Felix, would he have recognized Vox as a threat?
You're muted.
I'm going to assume that means yes, and he attacks at once.
Wait a minute, how much XP would I get for that?
I don't know.
Sweeten the deal. If that's what
Yes, we'll go with that one.
you gotta make it worth my while if you want me
I'll
to.
just stairway.
Probably not.
No, he would, unless I specifically told him, hey, don't.
Okay.
He's probably
you
just
see-
neutral towards him.
That's what I was kind of thinking. So you see the golem there. He turns to look at you, but doesn't make any move to advance.
Okay. I'll walk down the stairways, being loud and saying, "Hi, Pebbles."
Okay. So y'all would hear that inside. Actually, you'd heard that as well. You hear Vox's voice yell out, "Hi, Pebbles."
Okay.
Everyone. Including Kel over your tears.
Is that your, Baron friend, perhaps? How's he feeling? Anyone? Come on in, Mr. Vox, was it?
I'll enter.
So you open up the little hatch and climb down. You see Dermot and Ardo in there with Felix. Drinking, but I'm assuming not heavily.
No.
Casual. Social
Well,
drinking.
I can't speak for Dermot, but
Not me.
He shook his head, and I'm pretty sure Ardo's not. He's trying to keep his wits about him for later assassinations.
Definitely.
All right.
I'll hold the dagger up, but I'm gonna hold it by the blade. I found this and this weird note. Does anyone know where Kel's at?
sorry, what is he holding up? A note and a dagger?
Yeah, a note and a dagger.
Why?
The
do you
dagger
wanna-
is by the blade, so you're seeing the hilt of the dagger.
Right,
It's
so you can use it as a throwing dagger, is what you're saying. I mean,
I've got this note and dagger. Do you know where Kel is?
you
Yeah.
did see him all the way down. He was up there, I believe. What exactly do you have planned with your dagger and note?
Well, I can't read this letter. I was hoping that Kel would make sense of it. And this dagger. Let me go find him.
As long as you don't intend to harm him, I suppose that's all right. I mean, I don't really know him very well, but
What? Why would I have any intentions to harm him?
I don't know. You're wielding
You're
a
a weird
dagger,
gnome.
man.
You are a weird gnome. Why would I hurt my friend?
I'm weird.
I leave.
He starts climbing back up. Why would I hurt my friend? Leaving you feeling quite puzzled. Why would he hurt his friend?
Kel! Kel!
You hear Vox yelling out, Kel. Kel. Kel! Kel!
Right.
You see one of the doors slide open and a guy with a tube.
That guy.
I'm kidding.
a stone door out of the cobblestone, and the cobblestone door shuts again.
That's funny.
Kel, you hear Vox down outside yelling for you.
I'll follow the voice.
What do you want?
I found this dagger in this note that I can't read. I was hoping that you might be able to make sense of it, since you're much more knowledgeable on these things.
What dagger? I open the door and look
And
out.
I'm still holding it by the blade. This!
You,
I'll hand it to him.
You recognize the dagger at once.
Okay. I know what that is.
Cool, that means you must know what this note means too, and I'll hand him the note.
Where
You
did you
reckon-
find this?
On the way down to the pit, it was sticking into one of the walls. I came down to check on seeing how you guys did after the general's body was carted off.
What's the what am I looking at, Sragg?
All right. Well, you know the dagger because you have the sword that matches it.
I
And
had the sword or I have?
Yeah, had, I believe.
Yeah. Okay.
The note is written in Washi. And it states,
Oh.
I will be coming for you. Do try to make it interesting.
Does it say
Until then, Dragon Man. Signed, Vengeance.
Oh dear. Huh. Okay, I can read this. It's quite telling.
Do tell.
This dagger matches a sword I have in my possession. It seems our friend wants a reunion.
Which friend is this?
You remember when you joined our party, I said there was a friend that was missing? Who had passed? We called him Vakut. Do you remember that guy?
No?
Do you remember when we went to see Gretchen in her cabin?
Yeah.
Do you remember that hobgoblin?
The oh, that guy.
Yeah, he wrote a note.
That seems kind of odd, doesn't it? Why would someone being mind controlled with the zombie write a letter?
Oh, I don't think he's being mind controlled. That's
So
not quite how that lady in the woods works. He wants to meet up with us. Yeah. Something like that. I look at the note. Who did you make angry?
Seems like who haven't I made angry lately?
Well, you got bad timing.
Hey, about bad timing, sorry about the joke earlier today.
Yeah. Don't
And
mention.
yesterday's joke too. That was kind of bad.
Right.
And all the jokes I'm gonna make.
Which one? Yeah.
And all the jokes I'm going to make tomorrow. Just ahead of time.
You know, I honestly kind of thought that you would have enjoyed, I'm sorry. Error on my judgment. Seems I've been making lots of those lately.
Well, we learn through our mistakes.
Do we?
Most of them.
Oh, Kel's got a high wisdom score.
He does.
Oh. The question is if he really is being controlled by this Gretchen, what does she want with me?
Wait a minute, was that pieced together that this is from Gretchen?
Yes, that's what I was surmising.
Okay.
I don't know what he wants from you. Or she. Yeah, I really couldn't tell you. But she seems quite interested in you. Which, man, that's a relief.
Well, I guess I'll go let the others know about our wonderful fortuitous encounter coming.
Yeah, can you go talk to them? Let them know. I'm
You
just
doing
gonna
okay?
stay.
Besides, you know, it's been a little rough the last couple of weeks.
No, I'm not okay. I just rather not talk about it right now.
Okay. Well, if you ever need an ear,
You got plenty? Human
whichever
variety
shape
and all?
that you like, in whichever shape that you want.
I don't think it works like that.
But no, if you ever want to talk, friend, I'll listen.
All
Well,
right.
That song starts playing. What is it? You got a friend.
I'll head back down to the rest of them.
Okay. So the trapdoor opens back up. He looks down holding the dagger. I'm done with Kel.
It's not bloody.
I'm kidding.
You cleaned it.
Take it, Vox.
Well, I spoke to Kel.
Not
And-
much
You make
better.
it sound
Congratulations.
And he translated the letter for me. And yeah, seems that we're going to have a nice reunion. That seems your friend Vakut is coming to see us.
Oh. That should be interesting.
Yeah. So
Did the dragon come down or back down?
Mhm.
Kel didn't.
Mm-mm.
So is Kel up there still, or hey?
well, where wouldn't he else be? I didn't bring him down.
Right. Still have that dagger and note, I guess.
No, he has the dagger and note.
Of course he does.
What are you trying to mean by that?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Lord Dragon, sir.
Is he okay? Guys, I whispered to Dermot.
Is
Kind of
you
loudly
okay?
whispering. Your dragon friend here, Mr. Vox. I mean,
No.
fair enough. You don't think he would harm your other friend, do you? I mean,
Why would I harm him?
I don't know.
This is the
Why would
second time now that you've insinuated I would harm poor Kel. Why would I harm Kel?
You seem to have no trouble harming those poor barbarian people.
What?
That was the general.
The general? What do you mean? He had ordered them to be chained up and what have you?
Shouldn't have called him Lee. General Lee.
Generally.
You seen a
I just look
I
at.
love the loss of words.
So about Vakut, can you tell me a little bit about him?
Just sidestep that question.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
look, an
just
obvious
looked over at
attraction.
like Dermot, Ardo, like.
Oh, you're on your own. We're not. We've been dealing with this for months. Good fucking luck.
No, I mean, I'm not trying to lay judgment or anything, but you certainly have some interesting friends. I'm saying to Dermot and Ardo.
So besides his skill at a rope that you guys mentioned, what else is unique about him?
He's unique.
Well, tell me about him, Ardo.
It's a little like you.
I'd like to tell you a whole bunch about him, but I'm pretty sure I don't think he ever told us anything.
Fault of his character.
He's a lot like you.
Well, what do you mean a lot like me? You know plenty about me.
What do you mean? Who said a lot like you?
Ardo.
Ardo.
Very accident prone.
Oh.
Yes. What can I say? The dice just don't let me nowadays.
What?
Don't trip up.
Huh? You mean the gods? You mean the gods, right? Gods don't like you?
Yes.
Oh,
I think, come on,
that
guys.
makes more sense.
That's right, everyone. Watch. The Deadpool of Forgotten Realms.
Yeah, thank you on that.
What for wall?
He's got a big head. Let's see what you done.
So, besides being character flawed and never talking about himself, what else was he like? Trying to
Stand
figure
by.
out how, if he's dangerous?
The gnome.
Not if you got any sand pits around.
Sand pits?
Sand pits.
Oh, to what do you mean?
That would be more how you defeat him, not how you
Like a
defeat.
moth toward a torch.
Mm-hmm.
You had to defeat this acquaintance? My, you do run with strange crowds.
Well, to fill you in there, Felix. Yes, not gnome or dragon thing, but Felix.
Pardon?
He, from what I've gathered from Cal, he, did a deal with Gretchen. I'm sure you know of her. And,
Do I know of Gretchen?
They haven't really talked about her yet, but while you're listening to him, you're watching Kel climbing down, so you know he's alive now.
Okay. Whew.
I told you I wasn't going to do
Everything
anything.
all right?
You just cut off the Bloody Baron.
Sorry. I didn't realize he was still talking.
I told you I didn't do anything wrong to him or hurt him.
Right.
Was
Okay.
that ever an option?
Exactly, that's what I keep saying. But Felix is under the understanding and assumption that I was trying to kill you.
It might have been the evil cookies that gave him that impression.
I mean, he did walk
You
up the
did
ladder
eat
holding a
evil cookie.
dagger by the blade with a note on it. You know.
You have been acting a little different ever since your exposure to the evil cookies.
He had barbarian people enslaved and
Evil
chained.
cookies.
I'm not trying to draw conclusions without.
I'm not
Obvious.
judging you. I'm just saying you've been acting a little different than what you were acting like before.
See, and that's
Evil
the
cookie.
Anyhow.
impression that I was getting from
Well,
the
I
others
keep
as
hearing
well.
about these evil cookies, so let's go find some good cookies.
Let's forget about the cookies for a moment. We got bigger problems.
I mean, I may
Um,
have a potion that could help you.
For cookies?
Make him feel better.
No.
I like your thoughts, as
Don't
long
like
as it's
cookies?
not orc piss.
Oh no, drink this.
That's
yeah,
not a potion.
I do have this potion here.
Only dreams now.
You'll feel right
Oh,
as
speaking
rain.
of which, I think I might have something that you might enjoy.
Vox,
seeing.
why don't you go on telling about Vakut. I think it's more important that we find out that Vakut's coming for us after the lady in the woods, what have you.
And he turned around and said,
I don't
"We'll be
really
seeing it
speak.
soon with
I don't speak gnome. I don't really know what she's called in gnomish.
Call her
And,
David.
Ardo,
Gnomish?
Dermot, do you guys know? But you, well, what languages do you speak?
Oh my. Quite a
Ardo-ish.
few. Dwarven works if the dwarf knows.
No.
I say the word or the name. Whatever the name it was again in
I
Dwarven.
can't remember either, but I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yes,
you go.
that
That's-
name.
Name.
We say that name in Dwarven.
Do I know any of that lore in Dwarven?
Yeah, it's like the story of the boogeyman. It's something you use to scare children not wandering into the woods after dark. I mean, nothing that evil could possibly really exist, right?
So yeah, this is something I've heard of in lore that kind of has just been like fairy tale.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're dealing with an imaginary monster.
Oh,
Oh,
trust me,
she's not
she is
imaginary.
definitely not imaginary.
Got that right.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Aren't you glad you came with us now?
Oh, you
It's
should
pretty
have
spiteful.
some rare components I could get from her.
Yes, you can get anything that you want from her in return for your soul.
Thankfully, it doesn't have to be your own.
I fear that I probably can't part with it.
She'll take others.
Comfortably, anyways.
I really don't deal in souls. It's more of demons and devils.
Oh my.
Something wrong?
Oh,
I
another
think
one of
he's
yours.
remembering a city he went to on Broadway. I can't remember.
Yes. Yes.
I think there was.
You know
a-
of that city, don't you? Since you're a fellow merchant.
I remember yellow bricks, but that's about it.
Hello, Bricks.
That's racist, you dwarf.
Interesting. Wait, what?
Never mind, I didn't say.
We'll have no elven dwarf disputes in my house, please.
Sorry. Sorry, I'm a little upset. There's more to it. Gretchen's after us. Sounds like Gretchen's after Vox.
For no
Well,
reason.
why would this
I don't know.
being be interested in either of you, or anyone around here for that matter?
I say, really, have you seen me? I'm not that interested.
I don't say
Sure.
anything. Kind of move on. What's that? What did you say, Kelsey?
You sidestep that question.
I just said, okay, sure. Well, Vakut's still coming, and he's enough of a problem on his own.
Gil, can you tell me about Vakut? Because I've asked.
I told you, he's a hobgoblin. He's
A hobgoblin.
built like a brick house. He's probably like 9 million pounds.
How far away would the hobgoblin lands be from Lanton, approximately?
You've dealt with hobgoblins before.
Okay.
Not
Would
that
I
big
know
of a
that they're
deal.
not native to these parts for the most part?
Yeah, they're not native, but they travel as mercenaries, so it's not
Okay.
uncommon to see them anywhere.
He had muscles stacked upon muscles. He was
Goodness.
huge. He carried around an Umber Hulk arm one time. I don't really know why.
Carried an Umber Hulk arm?
Yeah, I think he was gonna eat it. I really don't know.
I could
Well,
use
that
that
sounds
for
like a
potions.
hobgoblin.
You don't still have that Umber Hulk arm around, do you?
No, it was disgusting. He had to throw it off the cart.
Oh, regrettable.
We couldn't carry it
So
through the
that's why
Underdark.
you guys never liked anything on the cart.
What? What card?
Where's my cat?
There was a cart?
At one point, there was two.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna stay, you may as well have a drink. Here you go. I throw him a glass.
I grabbed that bottle if he lets me.
I give,
Okay.
I give him each whatever.
I start chugging.
He pours a glass for Vox, hands it to you. You take the bottle out the other end.
Yeah. Plenty more where that came from.
Oh, I'll definitely drink some.
I might have to make another batch soon.
It's very good stuff.
Too bad we don't have that Umber Hulk arm, really. And it makes some very interesting concoctions with that.
Well, if you must have an Umber Hulk arm, I'm sure we can get one in town anyways, back there in Hammer and Anvil.
Yeah, we should probably spend that money in the church.
What
Spend
money?
Money?
What money?
My money. What do
We're
you mean,
spending
what
your money?
Why not?
I did a good enough job of spending your money already.
Why not? I
I'll
say as
take
I
a-
like slosh the drink around.
Oh my.
Let's go shopping.
Perhaps you should
We're all
sit,
gonna
over,
die tomorrow.
sit over here away from the potion shelf, Mr. Elf.
What'd you say?
Like, securing the potions.
I say, what'd you say? And I look at like an image where he's not.
He's talking to the still.
Hold still.
Lightweight.
Now listen here. I think we should go spend the money. I'm tired of the money being in town. Let's just go back and spend the money. It's only a
The
day's
money
ride.
is only spent. You need to have another rock concert.
What?
Rock concert.
What do you mean my money's spent?
You
Oh,
intended
you
to
understand
donate-
that, but you don't understand let's have another concert.
What are you saying?
Well, you said you'd build me a house.
I don't want to have a concert here. Yeah, I got plenty of money for your house.
What do you mean by rock concert?
Oh,
Stoning of some
you-
sort?
yes. It was an absolute epic plane that destroyed my house.
They stoned your house?
No, they destroyed it.
Who did?
The fans that were enthralled in the music.
The fans.
Yes, you ever had
Like
a
a windmill?
No, you ever go into a tavern and you have a bar that's played
Fanatics.
absolutely just great that everyone starts holding up torches? Now imagine that for the entirety of the town.
I see.
He's starting some new kind of slang where he shortens the word fanatic.
Fanatics. Oh. I see. That,
Who
I mean,
is
that,
talking about?
that explains the stoning, at least.
Yes, it was raining gold. Most unfortunate incident.
I look at the bottle to see what I gave them to drink.
Oh, it's not the bottle.
Dermot, you hear combat nearby.
Someone's fighting outside, I think.
What? What?
You should
What are
go
my
s-
guards fighting now? I run out the stairs.
Okay,
You brought
bye.
guards?
So you run up the stairway.
I'll follow behind.
If I start hearing the combat come closer, I
Some-
stop.
No. So Dermot says, I hear combat. What? He pokes his head out. You slice. No.
At least we don't have to worry about Vakut coming anymore.
So, yeah, you hear the combat. You say that. Vox immediately starts running. Like, ah! The Benny Hill music starts playing. He starts climbing up the ladder.
I just go back to my
Vox.
drink because I didn't even get a chance to finish my sentence.
Exactly. I don't know. Vox immediately takes off.
Clearly, he's handling it.
Dermot's like, I hear. Vox is gone. Combat.
So, the combat sounds stop. And it's very still up there, Dermot.
It seems
so
to
you
be
know.
stopped now.
I ain't dead yet.
I would
Vox,
follow
you...
up to investigate at some
All right.
I wouldn't have
So-
ran up as quickly as him, but I would have made my way up slowly.
You go up. You don't see Pebbles anywhere.
Pebbles?
Pebbles isn't here.
Do I see any debris that would have been Pebbles? Or does he vanish when
He vanishes.
Okay. Well, something was here apparently, or Pebbles went for a walk, which is not really like him.
We need to head to the camp immediately.
What? Why?
For the soldiers? If it's truly him, he can't fight them all.
Truly who?
Who do you think we just had this discussion about? We don't have time to discuss about this.
We don't have time to
We just don't have the time.
I'm so confused.
Okay,
The
let
Benny Hill
me-
music slowly starts to get quieter, but it's still playing somewhere.
I'm looking around. There's nothing else in the cave that I can see, right?
No,
What happened to the necromancer? Was she up here when we came down?
she was further in the cave. She's
Okay.
not visible right now.
So we were able to come out of the cloth, and it's still there.
Yeah. The cloth is still there. Pebbles is the only thing that's gone right now, and you don't see anything else going on.
Okay.
Do I see the?
Don't
Sorry.
go anywhere. 1 second, Mr. Dragon, please. I'll go and speak to the others, and we'll go as a group to investigate.
While he does that, do I see the two skeletal dwarven guards?
No, are you going to go investigate?
I'll look down the hallway as best as I can without investigating, moving any further.
Okay, so you're going to go investigate.
No, I'm gonna look.
You're going to creep over there and poke your head around the corner.
Oh,
That's
not like
investigating.
immediately next to the corner though.
That's investigating.
It's investigating. All right, so you partially go investigate.
I want to get information and take no risk
Okay,
to
so
myself.
you don't investigate. You go check. There you go.
He covers one eye.
So, Vox, you peek around the corner. You see the two dwarven guards just in heaps. And there's
get that.
another knife stuck in the wall.
Was there a note attached to this one?
Yes.
I look behind me.
You don't see anyone.
I look above me.
There's no one there.
No.
I grab the dagger and the note and I head back towards everyone else.
Okay. So he investigated, obviously. All right. So, Gnome, you climbed down as he went to do that. What do you say? Felix?
Yeah, he's just kind of collecting his thoughts.
He
Pebbles
climbs
is
down.
gone, apparently destroyed. Your dragon friend thinks the other guy is here, the Vakut person, maybe, or something? I don't know. He was rather frantic.
Well, maybe your problems are solved.
Perhaps. We should probably investigate before anything else bad happens with his army of whatever they are. You
I'm
seem
with
to be
you.
able to reason with him more than I can. Clearly.
I'm with you, Felix. Let's go. You guys coming or you staying?
I suppose.
Come.
I'm helping stabilize. Kel.
All
This
right.
way.
I walk into the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, careful.
Sorry.
That's
I'm-
okay.
This is the way out, right?
Yes, up this way here. Follow
Okay.
me. I grab his cuff of his sleeve. I'm like tugging.
All right.
The rest of you should probably join us if you're not already, because I'm gonna fold up the.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I just wouldn't want you to suffocate.
Might be the first time.
All right.
That's awful considerate.
You help everyone out and fold up your house. When you get out, you notice the dragon man is not where you asked him to remain, but is coming back down the hall.
That's
I
fine.
got another dagger and another note. Here,
Ooh.
Cal, read.
Let's find out what it says after the break.
When everyone's out, I fold the thing in. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to go for a break. We'll be back in a few minutes. If you're watching on YouTube, click like and subscribe if you're enjoying, and we'll see you in a bit.
And join us for Vox's Christmas.